Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
This entire military is one cohesive, dedicated force. And the threats to our nations, they don't sleep. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. Our military should not be mistaken for a cable news gabfest show. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities.
Turnbuckles and Stogies. Yo, what is up? What is up? Yo, happy Sunday. Another Sunday with your favorite hostess with the mostest.
My dad, I'm doing a wrestling match. I looked at him, I said, hey, I'm on a Brooklyn unit.
We're not in Brooklyn, sir. We're in upstate New York in Dutchess County. I'm originally from Yonkers. Hung out in the park.
I guess you guys don't know each other that well.
Oh, yo, what is up? What is up, yo? Happy Sunday, happy motherfucking fun day, yo. We are here, your favorite podcast, the number one podcast, Turnbuckles and Stogie Spot on the internet, Amazon TV, Roku TV, Spotify, Instagram, all over the world. You heard? Check us out, Turnbuckles and Stogie Spot. Yo, so check this shit out. So we're going to talk right now. And I don't care, he's the producer, but I'm the fucking owner. I own this fucking company. He only listens to what I tell him to do. So we're going to talk about Russell fucking Wilson. What do you think about Russell Wilson?
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
So you have Russell Wilson, you have Jameis Winston, and then you have fucking Tommy Cutlets DeVito.
I don't like Russell Wilson.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't like him being here at all. He's not that good.
Well, according to Eli thinks this guy's the greatest thing next to Baked fucking bread.
Russell's not as good as he used to be. Russell's not even close. If we can get the old Russell that won the Super Bowl or whatever it was with Marshawn Lynch, then I'll take it. If
you know
not,
what, H? Where's the fucking chopper? How about the eraser? How about that? Check that out. Check out the eraser, H. Check out the eraser.
Yeah, if it's the old Russell, if it's the Russell Wilson we've seen in Pittsburgh, I don't want it. So
well, no. See, I gotta stop you there. Because he brought Pittsburgh to the fucking playoffs.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
he did.
No, he brought Pittsburgh to the fucking playoffs.
No, he didn't. Kenny Pickett got them there.
Oh, my God.
And then they put Russell in, and Russell fucked it all up. I watched it. I know what I'm talking about.
Only sometimes. Guys. Our guests, I don't know where the fuck they are. They're coming. They're in fucking human time, whatever fucking human time. They're in like fucking... We don't care whatever time we show up.
They're coming. But I told them whatever
I'm
time.
gonna fucking send them a fucking Instagram message and tell them eat a bag of dicks. How about that, motherfucker?
I told them whenever they get on, they get on. I already spoke to them.
So what do y'all think about John Cena? I think he's a dick. I thought he was the dick before he turned.
No, I think it's great.
No, I thought he was a dick before he turned because I met him when he was a dick, and he still is a dick.
In everybody else's defense, you think everybody's a dick unless it's you.
No, John Cena is the biggest dick going. He is the fucking biggest dick in the world. I met him at Madison Square Garden in the parking lot, and I introduced myself. You know what he said? I don't give a fuck about you. Guess what? John, go fuck yourself. I hope that your fucking knee cracks. I hope that you break a fucking kneecap. Go fuck yourself, John Cena. Eat a bag of dicks. Hope your fucking knee snaps. Hope somebody snaps your fucking knee like Cody Rhodes. They snap your fucking knee for you. How about that? How about that, motherfuckers?
Are you done?
Why I can't talk? Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't say you couldn't
He's
talk.
the boss. I'm just sitting.
I didn't say you couldn't talk.
He's the boss.
I'm
I'm just sitting here. He's the boss.
I'm letting you talk.
You're the boss.
No, I'm letting you talk. You were talking.
I'm just sitting.
You were talking. You were talking. I was letting you talk. I was asking if you're finished, so I can talk. I didn't want to talk over you.
Go ahead. You're good.
I think it's great. I like him as a heel, but it's not going to last that long. It's not going to last long. Now, you want me to tell you why? Because he's going to win the belt from Cody at Mania, and he's going to turn on Rock, and he's going to be the biggest. He's going to wind up being the biggest babyface by the end of his run. You watch. You watch. He's going to be the heel that everybody hates. Everybody right now, he's the heel everybody hates. He's going to be the heel that everybody hates to love or loves to hate. He's going to be over. He's going to be more over than he is now. But I agree with quite a few podcasts I've heard that talked about this. If this promo and all these promos happened in the States or in a place or a hotbed like Madison Square Garden or Boston or anything like that, it would have got over 10 times more than it did here.
Well, you got to remember, he's from Boston.
Right, but what I'm saying is they all said if they did it in a hotbed, not in a place that only gets to see it once a year on a tour, but if they would have did it in the States in a hotbed.
Shout out to Cody Rhodes with his fucking hairy chest.
It would have went over big. They said it would have went over big.
Cody Rhodes with his hairy chest.
So, I mean, I think WrestleMania is shaping up to be pretty good.
Oh, shit, he's going back. Now I'm watching Monday Night Raw, guys. I didn't watch it this week, but I'm watching it now.
Tomorrow, it's actually at 3 o'clock because they're still overseas.
Cody Rhodes is the hottest fucking gimmick ever.
Well, he's the most over babyface right now.
He's been a champ for over a year and a half.
No, he's just coming up on a year.
No, it's a year and a half.
He won.
A year and a half.
No, he won it at Mania.
Yeah, it's a year and a half.
No, he only won it last year at Mania. So he's coming up on a year as champion. He's only coming up on a year.
I don't know where our guests are.
I'm talking to him now.
He's talking to them. Tell him I should get your black ass on here. So I can fucking storm them too.
Well, no, he's waiting on his partner.
Because
he's waiting on his partner.
That's a tag team that I whipped their ass 100 times and they still came back for more.
So
NBR Radio, what's up, bro?
That's H.
Shout out to NBR Radio. Shout out to our sponsor and our producer, NBR, Colorado. Shout out to H. H, go fuck yourself. How about that? I love you, dog. You know I love you. If I didn't love you, I'd tell you go fuck yourself. I'm still gonna tell you go fuck yourself.
Let's take a quick
commercial break, and then when we come back, I got a new interesting segment that I'm going to try to do when I make them. So what are we going to do? You didn't tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Why you didn't tell me?
I haven't told anybody yet. It's kind of
so why don't you fucking tell me? I'm the boss. I'm the owner. I own this company. You're supposed to tell me before you do something. You're supposed to tell me before you do it. What the fuck? You guys. Bills.
Hombre muerto. Yo, what is up? What is up? Yo, you back with your favorite podcast here on the internet, Turnbuckles and Stogies. I am the host, Big Dog. He is Big Vanilla Gorilla. We are here, and we are on Roku TV, Amazon TV. We are on all the streaming networks. Check us out. TikTok, everything.
Well, we're not on TikTok.
I'm on TikTok. I just posted it. I'm always on TikTok.
Yeah, but we're not on. We don't do TikTok. You can't smoke on TikTok.
But we're going to be on TikTok. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of that.
There's a way to get around that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you have to put a filter on the video.
I figured it out already.
Yeah,
All you
you
gotta
put
do
the
is put the
filter.
gingerbread guy.
Right, but you can't put the gingerbread filter on our video because then it won't make any sense.
Right, but I'm just gonna fucking put it up there and shut the fuck up. How about that?
Why are you yelling?
Jesus Christmas.
Because TikTok's all right, but not for guys like us. You just
So
can't do anything on TikTok.
So I have an announcement to make. So I don't know how many of you guys, Gen X guys, are into the hip hop scene. So we're changing up our platform a little bit, just a little bit. So I'm going to have MC Shan on here. For y'all that don't know MC Shan, he did The Bridge is Over, The Bridge is Over, Biggity Bye Bye. The Bridge is Over, The Bridge is Over, Biggity Bye Bye. And he also collaborated with Bad Bunny, and he also did The Informer. So he will be coming on our podcast. So anybody in the rap world, in the hip hop world wants to come on, hit me up. All my stuff is there. Hit me up. Hit up our booking agent, which is he's now our booking agent. So hit him up. When you hit up MC Shan, he'll tell you who to hit up. But MC Shan will be on our podcast sometime in May. So shout out to fucking MC Shan. You heard? The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Biggity bye bye. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Hey, hey. Next.
Forgot what I was going to say now.
Next question.
Forgot what I was going to say.
How about Run DMC? We can get them on here too. I get Run DMC on here tomorrow. How many of y'all want Run DMC?
I know what I was going to say.
How many of y'all want Run DMC on our podcast?
I know what I was going to say. All right.
How many of y'all want Run DMC on our podcast?
So we went out yesterday and took a road trip.
Where did we go?
To a store that I will not name because I have to keep it all to myself. So
shout out to Buttheads.
Oh, okay, cool. Just say the name out loud.
Oh, sorry. Hello, I'm sorry. Assholes.
You weren't supposed to say that.
Oh, sorry.
I need to keep everything to myself.
Assholes. No, we can't keep it to ourselves.
Yes.
We have to advertise him.
He's
one of our sponsors now.
We don't share where we are.
He's one of our sponsors now.
We don't share where we go. We don't share.
But he's one of our sponsors.
We don't share.
Biggity bye bye.
We don't share now.
Hey.
So we did some shopping. And I'll start because why not? So we went and picked up some stuff. So I'll start with this bag right here. This bag that's in my hand. So we picked up the 15th anniversary Room 101 from Matt Booth. I'm looking forward to smoking that. I might be smoking that soon. Maybe today, I don't know yet. We picked up the new Thing to Be Afraid Of or The Frightening Of from Nick Goss. I can't remember the name. It's got a couple different names. Let me pull up the name for you. Hold on. Let me pull up the right name for you. So this is called Frightened of This Thing That I've Become. So that's this stick. Stay tuned for that one. We're going to have Nick back on to talk about this. That's for sure. Then I picked up the new 2025 limited edition Juarez Bulldozer 5.5 by 58 box press. It's a nice, strong, powerful smoke. It's so good. Smoked one yesterday. Then I picked up the Sober Mesa.
So, excuse me, how do I send that to Jeff?
Solita Red.
The guy from, he's
what's his name's manager?
Who?
He's MC Shan's manager. How do I send it to him? He's in California right now.
Okay.
So, guys, check this out.
And
So,
then when I go,
being that he was showing that.
Well, I'm gonna finish what I'm
So
doing.
check this out. Look at this box. Look, it's a fucking cardboard box, right? It's a cardboard box.
Well, it's an old Camacho box. That's
It's
a
an
very old
Camacho
box.
Hold on. It's an old Camacho box, cardboard, right? So if you look, what does it say? Cleaned in 2012.
Here.
Cleaned in 2012. The owner of the shop doesn't even remember the guy Mike.
Well, no, he does. He does. He
Well,
said he did.
He did after he realized that he was a fat fuck. So I'm gonna be working for him.
Maybe.
No, I'm gonna be working for him. He already told me I'm gonna be working for him when I get retarded at the end of the month. When I get retarded at the end of the month, I'm gonna be working for Buttheads. And
So now, then you found these. They're probably, I think he said 10, 12 years old. The punch uppercuts. They were the first ones to use the Ometempe tobacco. So this is the Lionsdale size. And then we got the Robusto size. And I smoked this yesterday. I smoked one and bought another one. And it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, the cello on it is bright yellow. I'm not going to pull it out. I'm not smoking it yet. But that's these. I might even maybe if I'm feeling nice, maybe I'll do I'll do a review on one of these. Just click where click it again. Hit paste.
And how do I talk to Rob?
What?
How do I talk to Rob?
Richie talked to him already. Richie, I'm talking to Richie now while we're doing this. Then, all right, so we'll talk about this bag next. Well, yeah.
What bag?
So this bag with my other bag in it. So we'll start off with these two. This bag is nice and full too. So this is more for the cigar smokers. But we got the Jericho Hill, I think it's LAB or something like that, or ABL.
And this is why, guys, you don't put wrestlers on shows, because when you tell them show up at a certain time, motherfuckers never show up at a certain time. They show up time for this to fucking
Then we
wrestle.
got the Sancho Panza Extra Cheeto Robusto. Got this as a comparison.
And according to Kevin, that is better than an Extra Cheeto.
The
Room 101 is better than Extra Cheeto.
He thinks it's possibly the Extra Cheeto blend may be kicked up.
I smoked the other one yesterday, but that shit fell apart.
We're not sure.
Shout out to fucking Kevin, eat a bag of dicks.
So now we're gonna start with these. Probably my favorite cigar. It's not made anymore, but I get them while I can. This is the Luchadors by Lucia Tobacco. This is the lighter. These are the ones of the red, white, and blue bands are the Habano versions, I would think. This is the El Gringo Pile Driver. This is a 6x60. And then you got the Chin Music is a 6x48 right here. You got the 4.5x70, the Frog Splash. Then you have the squared circle, which is a 6.5.
Whoa.
By
Time
54.
out. The squared circle.
And
That's our gimmick.
you have the 6x60 of the Maduro, which I'm going to assume is a San Andreas wrapper. I could be wrong. Then you have the 6x46 again, I'm assuming, or a Toro. Then you have the Perfecto. So now, that's that bag.
You want to show mine?
That's that. I'm gonna get to yours.
Just show mine.
So that's this bag. That's my bags. Hold on.
So now mine.
Wait, I got 3 more things, then we're done.
Mine. We got the box.
And then I got these to show them.
We got the box. Hello, how you doing? What's going on? Hi. So we got the box. It's an old commercial box. As y'all can tell, this is a natural box. El Legendario. Okay. So now these are the cigars that were in there that I bought. Right? These are the cigars that I bought. Right? Those are the ones I bought. There were 7. Now we're down to 6.
And we're down to 5.
We're down to 5. I already smoked 2. So then we have
a piece of history.
I bought a Gloria Cubana
from 2007.
2007. So I ain't smoked that yet. It'll be soon. And then we have all these. Don't ask me what's in there. Oh, let me show y'all what's in there. Hold on. I gotta show y'all this because y'all motherfuckers can't get these nowhere. Y'all can't get these nowhere. You know why you can't get them nowhere? Because Kevin's the only one that carries them. Look what I'm about to show y'all, motherfuckers. Y'all can suck my dick after that. Hold on. Yeah, turn it that way. Grab it. Because it's going to fall. Y'all know what that is?
This is the Yuri Trunk Show from Gloria Cubana from 2013. I think, or it might be later than that. And then this is Yuri again.
Trunk Show. You can only get them at Kevin's. You can only get them at Bud.
And then these 3 packs here that I have, and then we're going to take a quick commercial break because our guest is here.
It's about fucking time he showed up.
You got this tin of 4 1/4 by 60s from 2013 or 2010. These are from 2013, the CAO Concert Series, 4 different sizes, 2 limited edition coasters.
Oh, man, really?
Well, all of your stuff was in your box anyway. And then you have this from 2012.
That's fine.
4 by 60, 5 by 60 I smoked, and then a 6 by 60 part of his box set.
That's fine.
So stay tuned. There'll be more of those being smoked today.
Then we'll be on
quick commercial break, and then we're coming back with our guest.
That's fine. So good. Guess what? Bag work.
Through with this, then I watched the evening news. There were folks that still wouldn't stand for the old red, white, and blue. At first it made me fighting mad how they think that that's okay. Then I thought they just don't understand, and given a chance I'd say, have you ever been there when taps was played, or for a 21-gun salute? Had to hear the words you never want to hear? Have you ever had to face that truth? When a son or daughter didn't come back home to a family so devoted, then you might not disrespect our flag. If you'd ever been handed one folded. Have you seen a heartbroken mother or a father fall to his knees? Been there when a family got the news that your freedom wasn't free? Have you seen a flag draped coffin? If you did, how'd it make you feel? To know a soldier died to give you the right to stand or kneel. Most of us are immigrants, proud to call America home. And I'll stand for the red, white, and blue, even if I gotta stand alone. 'Cause I've been there when taps was playing for a 21-gun salute. I had to hear the words I didn't want to hear. Yeah, I had to face that truth. When a son and daughter didn't come back home to a family so devoted. You never disrespect our flag. If you'd ever been handed one folded. You never disrespect our flag. If you'd ever been handed one folded. One folded.
Yo, what is up? What is up, yo? Your favorite podcast, Turnbuckles and Stories Pod. I am the host with the most, the motherfucking big dog, the Vanilla Gorilla, and we are here on Sunday Fun Day with another fucking dope episode. We have a guy that I whipped his ass in North Kakalaki. I whipped his ass in North Kakalaki. Me and Joey whipped their ass.
We had some fun, though. I will say we had a lot of fun, but we're going to learn more about them and their journey.
But I whipped their ass.
So
the problem is I whipped their ass.
Let's get to this.
I whipped their.
The interview of the week is brought to you by Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
All right, here we go.
I whipped their ass.
All right, so we're here with one half of the Street Stompers, Richie Blanco.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, bro? What's going on? Let the man talk. He just got on the street. You've been talking for like 40 minutes.
But I whipped his ass.
What's up with you?
It's all good. It's all good. It was a whoop ass with love. You know what I'm saying? It made us wiser. I take that. I take that.
So Richie, tell us.
We had some fun, bro. That's a fact.
Richie, here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell us who you were trained by and how you got in the wrestling business.
All right. So we was trained by Frank Savage. We met him back in 2013. We was at like this wrestling DC, and he was there. He was talking to me and Rob and some other people about training and how, given his background, how he performed in the UK, and he showed us his tapes. Basically giving us his background like he's legit. So I'm young at the time. Like I'm still in high school. I had to be like 16 at the time. So I'm kind of naive, but I'm still skeptical. I'm like, I don't know about this guy. So I'm like, all right, it's wrestling something I want to, excel at, or something that I want to have a profession that make a career. So I'm like, I'm gonna give it a chance. Rob was like, all right, I'm with you, bro. I'm like, okay, cool. We did it. Fast forward to like a couple months, it's only us two left. It started off with 6 people. All right, mind you, Frank wasn't doing this the kindness of his heart because he sees potential in us. On the people that said they want to do it, And for them to leave and for us to still be the remaining 2 out of the 6 in almost about to be 7 years, it really speaks a volume for personally for me and for Rob, because it's something that we said that we wanted to do when we was kids, and then we got laughed at, we got told no by our parents, by our friends, by our teachers, and to just go at it, go after that. Some years later, 6 years later, yeah, I'm just saying I'm proud. I'm just proud that I'm just doing something that I put my mind to when I was 10 years old.
I'm going to tell you, and we've met. You drove in my car. We hung out at the same hotel. We drank together, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But even though I whipped your ass, I still love you, and I got to give you your props that you're doing your thing, young man.
Thank you.
You and Rob are both doing your thing. And listen, don't listen to these motherfuckers on the independents, because everybody wants to be a fucking Hulk Hogan. And shout out to fucking Hulk Hogan. Go fuck yourself, you racist motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so my thing is this. So you came up from the hood.
Yes.
You lived in the hood, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So this was your way of basically getting out of the hood. And I was there. I lived in the hood all my life. I lived in School Street. So this is your way of getting out of the hood. Am I correct?
Yes. This is kind of the ticket kind of out. Now, but you never leave for real, you know what I mean? But you leave a part of you there, but you kind of like keep it with you. Not that mentality, but kind of that attitude, kind of like that football attitude. Once you go on the field, get ready for a game, you want to have that locked in. So when you go around the fans and the locker room, you have that base mentality of not like, all right, cool, this is not home. I can't be comfortable, or I can't what's it called? Let that that hood mentality out. I can't. Everybody is not I'm gonna say a target. Nothing there to say that you will have when you're in the hood. But I gotta say, I wouldn't be who I am without the hood. Kind of still in it right now. You know, DC is hoods everywhere. But
so
I wouldn't be the guy I am today without being a part of the community.
How did you guys come up with the name Street Stompers?
Ooh, so we was at training, and guys that was helping us train, along with Frank, they was trying to figure out what to do, is because we was coming in as singles guys. We was thinking we was going to kind of face each other, because that's what we've been doing for the past year and a half and stuff like that. So back in my mind, I'm like, they probably put us together. So long story short, they was like, yeah, we gonna put you guys in a tag team. We got excited instantly. They was like, you gotta come up with a name though. I'm like, and instantly I'm like, all right, from the hood, all right, the streets. Like then they was like, you don't want to be like the Street Profits. I'm like, And somebody said the Street Stompers. I said the Stompers, Street Stomp. I'm like, I don't like that name. Rob was like, I like it. I was like, you like it, bro? Frank said he like it. I'm like, all right. And my rule is, the two majority votes get the win in the group, and for them to make me the leader and the youngest, out of the two, I was like, all right. But when I made that rule, because I'm not about to step on grown people's toes, so I'm like, bro, if we, all in agreements, then we're going to do it. If I say no, that's not going to be the end of the world. If y'all two say yeah, we're going to do it. And they like the name. I'm like, all right, we're going to run with it. Maybe I like it in the long run. So, yeah. That's how that was come about. So now, it happened at training.
So now, you were trained by who?
Frank Savage.
Okay. So now, who was Frank? And shoot me if I'm wrong. I haven't heard of Frank ever in my life, and I've been in this business 35 years. Who is Frank Savage?
Frank Savage is a professional wrestler. He's from Massachusetts. Then he came to DC for a while. Traveled UK. You can look him up on Facebook. Not much. The videos that he didn't post yet, but he knows a lot of good people, a lot of credibility, and which surprised me personally, because I had that thoughts in the back of my head, but I'm like, he's such a good dude, and he's he's trying to look out. I'm like, this can't be true. When good things happen, you're like, this can't be true. Like, he got to be full of it. He got to be plotting something. Right. And no, and that's what I like about life as well. When you're wrong and you're skeptical about something, bro, I love to be wrong sometimes, bro. I love it, especially in this situation where I'm like, man, I don't trust it, but I know where his heart is. You know what I mean? And then to keep digging in to look up to him, like, all right, do he know such and such? Do he know this guy? Do he knows this person? And he showed us a poster. I think he has the video in his house. I gotta find it because he younger. But he helped out Mickey James when she was younger. I forgot where it was, but he talks about it when we link up most of the time. Some other people that he has a hand on helping out when they was young and when they first got started.
Okay. So now fast forward. So tell everybody how you met me and Joey.
So we had everything about to start over. So it was a new company that was supposed to be, this big thing last year, and we was all excited. You want me to say the name, or it shall not be named, like Baltimore?
You can say the name. It's fine.
Okay. So if the name was Apex Championship Wrestling, if I'm not mistaken, we was all excited about this new company coming in forth. And for our group, for our team, we was looking to expand more into the South. We was trying to go to North Carolina, South Carolina, and eventually Texas and Tennessee. That's how we was trying to expand over there. Then that's how bridge to California. We got a plan in this, in this business that we want to, and goals and accomplishments. But with this particular company, we was excited because it was brand new to the city of, I forgot, Newburgh. They ain't been wrestling in a long time. So we got told that. We were like, all right, so we got something that we gotta fight for. We gotta fight for this, and we gotta fight for the people so that they know that wrestling.
And that was only not only you and us, but that was everybody on that card that night. We had to fight to show, that town, like, hey, listen, we can bring, good wrestling back to your area.
Yes. And then I'll get to that night. We was excited, shoot a promo. So we was trying to figure out how to get down there. So as you start a company, you make a circle. You have like a good 8 people in the group chat that that you find, like, all right, who's gonna be the wrestlers, yada yada yada, who he's gonna bond with. So we had our first company meeting. Who's in the first company meeting? These two. All right, mind you, everybody's talking how we're talking now, getting to know each other. Everybody get to share with the circle, raise your hand or something. All right, who's next? Get to tell us about yourself. So we instantly just started bonding, started clicking. You know what I'm saying? And then our third man, Tav, he was more engaging with it and more digging in, getting to know you guys, you getting to know him, getting to know us, and it was like, all right, damn, all right, this guy's cool. I don't know what. Yes, sir. And then it was spoke upon that we need to get to the show. He had to put the show together and stuff like that, but he had a little issue getting to the show, which just happens in this profession. So what was offered, we took it. We drove down with you guys, and that was the first. Well, we talked for like a good couple months before that, so we got to know each other very well. But seeing each other physically,
me and Taft alone had spent, hours and hours from the first day we met on the phone putting the show together.
Yep.
We had spent hours and hours and hours. And then, like you said, be able to, meet you and chop it up with you and Rob, and then, me, you, and Taft that night finding something on YouTube.
Yep.
That video we was watching, you know exactly what I'm talking about the one dude that was supposed to be booked on the card. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So
I want some French fries.
So Rob,
anyway,
yo, you ain't lying.
So Rob,
That's
let
Richie.
me ask you this.
That's Richie.
Richie, let me ask you this.
Sky.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
So when you met us in person, and I picked your asses up, what did y'all think of us?
These guys are like,
you give you an honest opinion. You say you're a dick. I'm fine with that.
Nah, I said these guys are like they play football. Like I thought y'all was gonna be I know y'all gonna be taller than me. I didn't know y'all was gonna be a little that tall and that thick. You know what I mean? Y'all got that football body. I was like, God damn.
Right.
I was like,
right.
True. I'm they ain't bullshitting. They legit. I see legit what I see. Okay. All right. Pops ain't bullshit. Okay.
And just so everybody knows, we did not know ahead of time that we were working each other until we got down there.
And I did not know ahead of time I was picking these motherfuckers
because
up.
we were supposed to work your boys.
Yeah.
The product. And they couldn't make the show, but we didn't find out.
They just had their babies.
We got down there.
Just had their babies at the time.
Yes.
But I did not know I was picking you motherfuckers up until the day before when Thomas hit me up and goes, yo, can you pick us up on the way? I'm like, no, it's out of the way. He goes, well, no, it's not.
It was, but it wasn't.
He goes, it's not out of the way. He goes, because when you pick us up, you get right back on the highway.
And
I said, do I look like a fucking taxi service
and
motherfucker?
Give him credit. He got us from where we picked them up all the way right back to the highway.
Yeah, that's with the engine blowing.
Well, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother. I could do 3 hours on that alone. On the engine alone, I could do 3 hours. But.
So tell us how you like to work for Apex and how you like to work with me and my son, who was, just so you know, my son was it was his first ever.
Well, no, it
performance.
Was. It was my second match.
It was this. No, it was your first.
No, it was my second match. My first match was for Magic's company.
Right.
That was my second match, but over the last couple of years before I got to that show, since my first match, I kind of worked on how I would reinvent myself for a show for my next debut, and I was able to make it down there.
How do you feel working with Joey?
Honestly, it felt comfortable. I remember you telling me that, Joe. Not before the show, but obviously, before the show even took place, before we even pick us up, we already knew that going in. But we already know that you got a professional coach, you got a legit coach next to you, Pops. Right. They ain't bullshitting, so you're not getting fed no false information on what it is in this business. You already had, that warm-up jank, so to already be fired up and be motivated coming into this, teaming up with your dad, I believe was it probably for the first time in North Carolina, and it was our debut for North Carolina as well, and that gave us the more motivation just to go out there and do what we do, and to get that oomph and to feed off each other.
Yes,
made it more empowering for each of us, even though that was your second time. And I don't keep count for real, but for us to be our first time down there and the first time facing two new teams that we never fought before, you know what I'm saying, and the perform in front of the crowd that was there speaks for within itself, for what we accomplished and for what we have to offer in the future, what to be seen in the future. I felt like it's more to have. It's more matches to have after that. That's how I felt about that. Like I felt comfortable.
No, I felt the same way because I and again, it was only my second match, but like my first match, we had okay chemistry and blended with some of the people, but it was different. It felt different going into this match with you guys and Ali and Phoenix. The chemistry felt different between the first match I had and this match. Like we all kind of came together and it all worked perfectly.
Oh, and by the way,
to get those reactions from the crowd that we got, and then I don't know if you heard it, but to come back through the curtain and Magic to come out of the locker room and come into the gorilla position and say, I remember that. Match, meant that we went out there and did something special.
Oh, and by the way, Rich,
for sure,
I'm still waiting on my fucking shirt. I take the
this guy.
by the way.
We getting all that together.
It's been over a year and a half.
No, it hasn't even been a year yet.
I'm still waiting on my fucking shirt.
But
it hasn't been a year.
I'll let it slide.
But to be able to put on a performance like that, for really 6 guys who never worked with each other before.
Right.
So
to go out there and put out that. No, we just took a break. We got some time.
No, it's 11:50.
Yeah, we got some time. Sorry,
we got
good.
We got some time.
But to go out and put on a performance with 6 guys that have never worked with each other and put on a match like that, in a company that have never really,
and a company that's probably not going to run again.
We don't know. We don't know.
But respectfully, that just shows you about us and when it go back to the Pop earlier question about who we got trained by. It's about to be 7 years. April 4th. April 4th. April 20th. It's about to be 4 years since we started.
So now let me
training
ask you
with this man.
So you're in a federation in Ohio?
Yes.
Okay, so
I was actually going to ask you about that.
What are you waiting for to bring me and Joey in?
Say it again.
I know that's been talked about with Thomas and
that's still in the works.
Him. What you waiting for to bring me and Joey in so I can whip your ass?
Still in the work, he said.
I don't know. See, I don't know. That's going that last thing that you just said is going to happen. Oh my God, we're not the same.
About whipping your ass.
But I'm listen, bro. To be honest with you, I'd be more excited, honestly, to just come out there and work with you guys because I know, like you said, there's more to be had from what we put on in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
There's more to be had with the 4 of us and being able to go out there and show that we can all work together and how good the matches would eventually be.
So I will be retarded April 30th. I'll finally be retarded. I won't have
He's
to work.
He's going to be retired.
Yeah, that too. So I'll be retarded April 30th.
What?
So, I'm free.
He's retiring April 30th.
You didn't say you was retiring. You didn't say all that.
He's not. No, he's not retiring. He's not retiring from that. He's retiring from work.
Oh! Congrats. My bad.
But
but I know what you mean. Congrats.
Let me ask you about this because I talked to Taff when it was about to happen and leading up to it. He talked to me and how was it being in that War Games match in Ohio?
Bro,
because I think I seen parts of the video I think he sent me.
Mm-hmm.
But he was telling me all about it, and I've been meaning to ask you about it. What was it like being in that environment for people who don't know? Because I've never been in a cage match or anything like that. So what's it like being in that kind of environment?
Bruh, first, it was like it was cool. It was great. I'm just gonna say that. Second, it was our first cage match too, individually and as a team. First War Games match, bro. It was like I want to say like a gladiators dodgeball type of match. Nope, we didn't know what we was gonna do to the day prior. Me and Tav was talking. We already knew we was going into the War Games match in the middle of the summertime. So, within the story, we already knew what we was leading up to, where the story was going to finish. Putting the match together or what we want to do, key moments, it was already, discussed upon. But what we was going to actually do. It was discussed the day of the show, like hours before the jank went on the jank. Going into that match live in living color, it was just like a Super Bowl. It was like our
now,
WrestleMania.
let me ask you this.
Now, I was just going to say, did you get a chance to look at the structure before you went out there?
Yes.
The cage. Did you get a chance to look at it before you went out there, or
yes?
Did they set it up, and then when you walked through the curtain, that was your first?
So when we arrived, it was already set. It was 5 matches, I believe. Every match was contested inside the steel cage. The main event was the 5-on-5. I mean, was it 4-on-4? Yeah, 4-on-4. So you had the world title. I think Huh?
Let me ask you this. So when you got to the show, do you have butterflies when you first ever started wrestling? Okay, so your first match, I don't know who was against. So your first match, whoever was against, did you have butterflies? And to this day, do you still get butterflies?
I was just going to say.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, I almost threw up, actually. In my first drink. I was so nervous. And I was just like, all right, it's like football. It's like basketball. It's a game. It's like I gotta, in my mind, I have to treat it as so I'm going out for a game, so I could get pumped up. I don't pump myself up necessarily no more because I don't want to get over excited. I still get nervous to this day. When we enter the state, the city, wherever we at, I'm like, oh yeah, we here. So when we pull up to the event, knots start getting it. It's good. I call it the good knots. Pause. Call it the good knots because
yes, I know what you're talking about.
You know it's about to go down, but you also know you're overreacting. So once you get into the zone, once you get behind that, once you get in front of that curtain, the music start playing, all that is gone. You just focus on the match. After that, once you get back when you get backstage, you're like, the freak was I worried about. But it keeps happening over again, and it's a certain type of adrenaline that I don't want to lose, and I love that feeling. And sometimes I be overthinking stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I be getting myself anxiety, but it's like I don't do too much to a point where I'm gonna pass out or throw up.
Right. But what I was always told, and I'm sure you were told the same thing, Rich. Once you start losing those butterflies, it's time to give it up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was always told. And like the first show I did, and I'm sure you could say the same thing. When I stood behind that curtain, my nerves were going, and it, like you said, it was like my music hit, the switch flipped, and all that went away.
Yep.
All that went away, and I went through the curtain. It was like, all right, I'm here. So it's time to go. Let's get to the business. And watching him on the apron, when in my first match, I was watching as a fan that day. Watching him get in the ring because I haven't seen him do that in years up until that point. So I'm watching as a fan, but then all of a sudden it was like a switch clicked again. I was like, oh shit, wait a second.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be a part of this.
So me being in the business 35 years. So when you walk out to the apron, and I don't see a lot of people do this, you wipe your feet before you get in the ring.
Yes.
And I have not seen a lot of people do this yet. And it's pissing me off because I'm fucking mad that they don't wipe their feet.
So the thing is we had this discussion not long ago.
And again, so when I walk in the ring and I wipe my feet and I come in the ring, so do I still get butterflies 35 years later? I still do. And the Undertaker told me, Mark Callis told me, he said, Dave, if you don't get butterflies, as long as you're in this business, he goes, then you should not be in the business no more.
Right.
So if you don't get butterflies, and when I say butterflies, I don't mean these little motherfuckers flying around you.
No, like you said, it's your stomach.
like your stomach, like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Like it starts to feel weird.
So
right, that's why you don't eat before you go out.
You ain't, bro.
Listen,
you ain't lying, bro. Because they had food and everything in the back of the first show, and they're like, "Oh, eat." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." I'm like, "I'm gonna wait until I'm over."
I get it.
Then I'll eat something. Yeah.
Listen, I'll eat before I go in because I'm a shit. I don't give a fuck. If I got a shit,
some people can go on a full stomach. Some people
can't. No, listen, I've seen it.
If I tell you I'm gonna shit before I go to the match, I'm a shit. And then if I shit during the match, go fuck yourself. Eat a bag of dicks. But the thing is, if you do not get butterflies, during your match, then you should not be in the wrestling world whatsoever. So on that note, we're gonna take a break.
A quick break.
We'll be right back with my brother. Hey, yo, make sure you check your drawers on the way out.
We're living the American dream. I'm the American dream. Go to school, go to work, Sunday mornings choose a church, attend our games, our plays, PTAs. Drive our cars, flying planes, take the buses, take the trains, walk the beach, ski the slopes, living out our dreams and hopes. We're living, yes, we're living the American dream. We're the American dream. Thank you, soldier, sailor, every guardsman, every ring. Thank you all for fighting for our freedom and our dreams, protecting our Constitution, guarding our homes and towns, defending our shores, seas and skies, and putting boots on the ground. Some gave all for me and you. We served the red, white, and blue, protecting the American dream. Thanks to you, living the American dream. We're the American dream. The world's become a smaller place, many creeds and one big race, staking our claim to the Creator. We have to find a way for each to still be different but live in peace. Till then, we must protect ourselves, 'cause we're living, yes, we're living the American dream. I'm the American dream. We're the American dream.
Yo, what is up? What is up? Yo, we are back Sunday, motherfucking fun day, you heard. So shout out to Russell Wilson, who is the new quarterback for the New York Giants.
Oh, God.
Shout out to Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod. We on Amazon, Roku TV, Amazon TV, MBR Radio, NESS streaming network. We're on all streamers, so you can find us. So
Here you go.
give me a little more background on what you do, sir.
Say it again. More background.
I want a little more background on what you do, motherfucker.
Okay. Oh, like you like it's a lot. So you want the wrestling or you want the outside?
Tell me.
You want more of his wrestling background? Is what
So
he's asking.
I want some of your wrestling background and what you do in real life. Shout out to real life. That's what I want to do.
Right. Right. That's why I had to ask, because that's what it sounded like. Because you know what I'm saying. But no problem. So what I do, I work with kids. I'm a coach, mentor, PE teacher. So I work at a community center and I work at some DC public schools in the city. Just working with the after school program kids, doing football, basketball, kickball, capture the flag, but mainly football and basketball at the moment. Summer's about to come up, so it's really about to really start pushing during the week. But during the 360, during the school year, I would rather say 365 days. But no, not really. I'm gonna say the school
180 days or whatever it is.
Right.
So you're not playing basketball because you're black, right?
He's just playing basketball.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
He's good at basketball. That's why. Don't even worry about it.
All right.
You know the question was. You know what the question was, mother. And you've been with me. You hung out with me. You drank with me. You know the question was, motherfucker.
Listen, that was a fun weekend. Though, I'll say that.
Yeah, that's when Rob drank all my fucking liquor.
No, that's when Rob fell asleep on the way down too.
Yeah, and he also drank all my fucking liquor.
Yo, you remember when he fell asleep on the way down? Go get
My
the
man
Sharpie out of
came
the back.
alive when he touched the. Hey, my man was alive. Y'all seen him? He could be the life of the party. Quiet.
Nah, your man. When I was sitting, listen, when we was in the parking lot, and I opened my trunk, and I had my bottle of liquor, that motherfucker drank it like it was water. I was like, yo, my man, don't you think you need to slow down? He goes, for what? Motherfucker, for what? You didn't pay for this, motherfucker.
My man wanted to
You
have
didn't pay
fun.
for this.
He had fun though. That was his
He did have fun. He had fun.
He was escaping the real world. We was escaping the real world to come into our world, and you know what I'm saying? We can be ourselves in this real world, but not all the time. We all know that how this world works, especially right now. You can't be all kind of yourself all the time.
That weekend we all escaped reality. We all went into where we felt comfortable.
That's when Thomas banged that fucking chick.
No.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Nah, Rob did.
Yes, he did.
Rob did that.
Fucking chick.
Nah, that was Rob.
Yeah, that's when. That's when Tom.
Nah, that was Rob. I'm pretty sure that was Rob. That was Rob.
I guess, sure.
Yeah, I think that's who that was.
I got you. I understand.
I think that's who that was.
No, because I was proud of my boy. My boy didn't get up. But look, listen. My boy didn't get a nut off for 6 months.
When you sent that picture of him in the hotel room,
so we had to help.
When he was in the hotel room, he was out. Yeah.
We had. Hey, you seen him the next day in the match, fired up. You hit me, so you already know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was fired up the next day.
Listen, that's when that motherfucker knocked on my door. He knocked on my door and he goes, "Yo, can I get another shot of that liquor?" I'm like, "Dude, the shit is almost gone. You drank half the fucking bottle."
Bro, and then the McDonald's was the best part.
Oh my god,
the McDonald's that morning was the best part.
They tried to kill us with the tea.
That shit was too funny.
That tea was too sweet.
That shit was too funny. That tea was spot on.
And the piggyback on the question that was asked too, because I ain't forget when we was in the hotel, we came across the channel. It had like this ultimate tag drink where they was trying to dodge these obstacles and trying to tag one another. One was the tagger, one was the runner. Now, I didn't know they did a big league on it. I seen it on YouTube, but I ain't see it like that. I've done that same game with the kids, but I haven't like put enough obstacles where they can like move around and get away.
To that extent.
And they like that game. So when I saw that, I'm like, all right, I got more ideas, for games for when I go back to work with the kids. So when I'm on the road sometimes and I get a chance to watch TV or after the match, I'm watching TV or whatever. I'm not just necessarily thinking. I'm thinking about character-wise, whatever I'm seeing on TV. So when I seen that, I'm getting ideas for games for when I link up back with the community center. I'm like, yeah, I got this new game. So now I got like 2 new games that I came up with, but that I introduced them to that they haven't played yet, and they love it. This other game is called Gaga Ball. It's kind of like a volleyball game, but you gotta hit it with your hands only.
When I was in school, I played that.
Yeah. All right.
So
So
Rich,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The name didn't change.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you hook up with your community people, the people that run the community center, and why don't we put a wrestling show together?
That's already in the play, my guy. That's they've been wanting to do that for like a year and some change, but a new regime took over, so it had to get like pushed back. But they just had their heritage performance where they have like a big event on a couple days ago. So they're already, you know what I'm saying, in motion and prepared. But I wouldn't say prepared, but in working on getting foundations for a show to be put on in the community center.
So Rich,
I definitely, when you do that, you let us know, bro, because we definitely want to be a part of that.
Was already on the list.
Perfect.
So
that's
Rich,
what I like to hear.
Rich, here's a question for you.
What's up?
So your very first match, how did you feel when you came out from inside the gorilla?
I felt energized. I felt like I want to go. I want to go again. Like, y'all want to go again? It's your body, your mind is like, yeah, you could go again, but slow your ass down. After when you get into the back, because now you want to go do other stuff. Oh, y'all, what y'all need? Like when you arrive, obviously you want to go help. You know what I'm saying? But you wipe your crust out your eyes. You know you coming from work, or you just waking up, or you just drove amount of hours depending on your positioning of when you travel. But after the match, you get this burst of, you still have this adrenaline. So you want to, all right, cool. I sit there and watch the match. I'm going to hear it, but I'm going to talk to this. How was that match? Did you watch the match? Get some feedback. Ooh, I'm going to go outside real quick, walk around. I'm still trying to, this is just me though. I'm still trying to drain off that adrenaline now.
Yes, you're waiting for that adrenaline.
I like it and I hate it sometimes. But I don't know. I scratch that. I wouldn't hate it. I don't like it sometimes. I'm like, dang, I don't know what to do. And sometimes you can't leave the back.
I know the feeling because I had the same thing happen to me. We got out of the back, a bunch of stuff happened. We got back to the hotel, and I hadn't changed out of my gear because we just got in the car and left after that. I went back to the hotel, and bro, my adrenaline dump didn't happen until probably about an hour after the match was over and I was at my hotel.
So, Rich, tell me.
I was smoking a cigar and it dumped off and everything hurt.
Rich, tell me how you felt after your first match, your very first match that you wrestled and you signed autographs and things like that. Tell me about that, how that was your experience.
Ooh, so I think our first drink with the autographs. No, I'm okay. I don't want to go to the autograph. I'm gonna go to the first picture that we actually took. This was in 2021 after the pandemic. So we went to PPCW. We was at Jermaine's Jubilee's company. I believe that's his name. I hope I got his name right. We was there to, be a part of the show. So a team didn't show up, and we was always taught to always bring your gear and be ready, right?
Correct.
So before we got told the other team wasn't coming, we got asked, do you guys want to be in the battle royal? Any opportunity, we take an opportunity. Cool. Especially around that time, we are 3 years in the game. We had kind of like a year off because of the pandemic, but we were still studying and we were still training, watching film and everything. But to get that opportunity, cool. Yeah, we'll do the battle royal. Then after the battle royal, I guess they're still waiting for the team to show up. Team never showed up. Team never said anything to them. They were like, we need another team. Frank was like, yo, we're a team. We still got the matching gear. We're like, all right, cool. What's your name? Yada yada. You got a theme song? Cool. I forgot the team that we went against, but these guys was great for us. These guys was they was unbelievable how they went about it and everything. And we went out there still, the nerves doubled down on this night too, because we were like, oh shit, we gotta go back out there twice. All right, bet. So after, I'm sore, I'm like just like I'm overwhelmed, and I don't know how to accept that and just display that, especially in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? And you're
Right.
like, but me understanding that now, everybody has one of those moments. You got, when they come to the back, you catch them, good job, let them die down. Then once they, die down and, process what just happened, then you go up to them, woo, hey, good shit, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So once we got out of there, I think it was 2 matches left before the show ended. We were still in our gear. We was talking to some, hey, good match. We was just happy to hear that from the vets that was there and that was able to hear the crowd and watch it from their perspective.
Right.
And we was in the back just talking, and we had these parents came up. It's like, do you mind taking a picture? And right behind them was 3 little girls. Never forget that. I was like, you want a picture? It was like, yes. I'm like, okay, cool. So me and Rob was like, all right, we're gonna take this picture. We was just grinning because this is our first picture to be taken with us. Right. So we took the picture. They was like, thank you so much. Y'all did great. I'm like, thank you so much. They left. We still saw. And Rob was like, yo, we just gotta ask to take our first picture. I was like, I know, bro, I know. And I say this saying to this day. It's only up from here.
How did you come up with the name Street Stompers?
He told us in the beginning.
Understand?
Yeah. We went over there in the beginning, my guy. In training, remember? We came up there in training.
Just answer the question. Okay.
We got helped out with the name in training.
And kind of like what you said. And kind of like what you said about the picture, I had my first show, I signed autographs in the parking lot after I told you all the, the stuff that happened, whatever. I signed a few autographs. I handed them to the people that wanted them. My first picture wasn't until North Carolina.
Really?
That was my first picture.
See, that was our first picture signing.
One kid. So I had signed pictures that day. And then I had signed a few of the posters that people had brought in. People had brought the posters in. I signed a few of them. And then I signed one for a kid, and his mom asked if we could take a picture with him. That was my first time with a picture, with a fan.
Yeah.
And my biggest message, it was a surreal moment because I said to the kid, I said, I was you. I said, I was you. I said, I was the kid coming to all the shows, meeting everybody, taking the pictures, getting the autographs. I said, I was you. I said, so it felt to me, it was like, wow, like, I went from being that kid to now being the guy that the kid wants to take a picture with.
Mm-hmm.
That moment was like, almost like a full circle moment for me of like, wow, like I started as that and now here I am and
Correct.
He wants the picture with me. And it was like,
correct.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take the picture. Let's do it.
So,
let's go ahead. And it was,
it's funny. Because
I wish I had that picture just to have in my own personal like collection.
Yeah.
Just to keep as like my first official picture. I'm sure it's out there floating around. But it was definitely a moment, man. It was crazy.
So it's funny because when I signed my first autograph, it was back in 1999.
It's because you're old.
And I was at a show and guy came over. He goes, "Can I get your autograph?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Can I get your autograph?" And I'm like, "Sure." So I just started signing. So then the promoter came over. He goes, "Dave, you gotta have a signature." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You gotta have a signature on how you sign it."
So I
Right.
just started signing big dog. So if you look at my signature now and my signature then, there's a little difference, not much, but people don't realize that when you're in this business, you have a signature for where people want to sell it, and then you have a signature for when you're signing pictures in person.
Right.
Yeah?
You have the pre-made. What it is like you have the
Right.
the pre-signed pictures for sale that people can just buy and be done already.
Correct.
Yeah,
They
because
can't
you get
meet
them
you in
for
person.
you kind of get them with like a goodie bag or something. Like, oh yeah, take the freebie
Right.
when you buy such and such. Yeah.
Right.
So who was one of the guys that you wrestled that you grew up watching?
That I what? It blanked that after that.
That you grew up watching, or somebody most memorable to you.
What's your most
it had to
memorable
be.
match? How about that?
Say it again.
Your most memorable match, just in general, whether it's against big stars or independent guys that you liked working with. What was your most memorable match?
My most memorable match had to be when me and Rob fought Mr. Grimm and Vam in CTW in St. Mary's, Maryland. Not only that night was a spectacle. We was a pre-main event to Moose and C3W super heavyweight champion Ivan. So before our match, we have gotten the opportunity to get some little motivational talk from Moose.
Now was that Moose in Ring of Honor or was that TNA
No,
Moose?
he was the world champion at the time of TNA.
Okay, so
That was TNA
that's
Moose.
pretty,
This was like 23.
that's yeah. I was gonna say that's recent.
Yeah, this was October going into
He was in
2024.
Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked, because he was in Ring of Honor at one point, so I didn't know how far back that was.
This was
I
recent. This was for sure. This was recent, and the reason I'm picking this moment because this gave us more elevation, more motivation to go after what we're trying to go, what we're trying to accomplish as a group, as individuals. So for him to take time as he's getting ready and to overhear us going over the match and hearing me talking around like, oh, I'm a little nervous and he was like, relax. You don't need to kind of make all your spots, okay? Just relax.
Right.
Just try to have fun. Don't overthink it. Go slow. And I was like, bro, appreciate that. Like, I'm looking up to him. I'm like, appreciate that. He was like, no problem. I do it all the time. And then after the match, I was a little upset. And he was like, what? He was like, what happened? And I was like, my man, Mr. Q or whatever. He was like, listen, if you get mad about all your spots, you should be, if you mess up, you should be making all your spots. And I had to think about that. I was like, damn, appreciate that. So out of that, I've been I'm not worried for real. You know what I'm saying? And we just been kicking ass, clicking. But it took that saying, and for somebody that I've watched and that I admire, to be like, yo, just relax, just chill. I've been through that same thing too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody makes mistakes. He was like, look at me, I'm about to go out to a match. I might make a mistake right now. I'm like, damn, that is true. So for him to do that, and for him to say that, after that, before that and after that, man, I got respect for that man, and it helps me. It helped us become better professional wrestlers.
So let me ask you this: so where, for the people that are watching, where can they see you live in person? Upcoming shows. Where are you gonna be for the people to know?
Well, our next show that we know for sure is going to be April 26th when we debut for Asylum Pro Wrestling in Central Pennsylvania. Yes, sir. But the closest, if you're close to up, like kind of in the PA and the West Virginia area, we're going to be in Ohio. We're going to be back in Ohio May 24th. All right. People have changed their dates because of WrestleMania falls on 420 weekend, and they had to change it. We were supposed to have 420 festival in DC this year, but because of that,
All right,
and it falls on Easter.
so I was going to bring that up.
And
I was
it's
going to bring
Easter,
that up
too.
because I spoke to.
Yeah, I was
I
going to
spoke
call
to
y'all for
Taft
that
about
too. I had y'all and the Prodigies. I said, we can't do
Yes,
that now.
because Taft said to me, he said, do you want to be booked on 420? I said, bro, that's WrestleMania, bro. I'm like,
right. So it's like everybody,
I'm like, bro, that's WrestleMania. I'm like,
even DC knew. Even they were like, nah, let's change it. Let's change it to July. July now.
Yeah.
No more April. I'm like, July? God damn.
Well, because you know why? Because they're doing it. If they weren't doing the 2 nights, it'd be good.
Right.
But because it's
That's
2
true.
nights, they're
because
changing
they
it.
do it 2 nights now too because of what happened a couple years ago when they got rained out. So now they do it Friday and Saturday. But 420 falls on Sunday. And it's Easter. So they know people ain't coming out to get, for
Right.
them to spend that money. They just, just smoke at the house and have a cookout on their damn
Right.
self. So I think they're gonna mix the broccoli
Exactly.
festival and the cannabis festival
Right.
in one this year, but it's still 2 nights, Friday and Saturday.
So when are you gonna face the Untouchables again? I'm just
Well,
curious.
that's what he was just saying. Is it might have been in the works for that.
I'm just curious.
That festival.
When do you
It's
want to
still in
face
the
the
works.
Untouchables
It
again?
might have been in the work for that festival.
It's still
See,
in the
it's
works.
still in the
mind you.
works.
You
I
know
just
what I'm
want to
saying?
whoop your ass one more time. That's all.
So make sure you
I
got
just wanna
July
whoop your ass one more
18th and 19th free. You dig? Just make sure you do that. If you want to do that, if you want to come
July
to
18th
our
and
city,
19th.
if you want to come to our city,
That's a Friday. That's a
That's
Friday and a
hold on,
Saturday.
hold on.
Hold on.
the main show might
Slow
happen
down.
that Saturday. You dig?
Listen,
So-
listen. You know I'm ready
Listen.
to go, bro. Come on,
Listen,
I've been
just
waiting.
let me know so I can come and whip that ass again.
because
And
that's a matchup.
All right.
I've been
Okay.
waiting for it.
And I'll say this:
That's a match
find
I've
a third
been waiting
man
to have.
if you can. You said what?
I can find a third man. I could probably find actually. I
I
got
don't
a third.
need a
Wait,
third man.
No. Listen, I got a third man in mind already.
Vic.
No. He was actually on our show, and me and him have been corresponding back and forth quite a bit.
I got
There's-
a third man.
I got a third and maybe a fourth if I can make it happen. I might have 4. I could get a third and a fourth. It's a
Get
possibility.
that look, motherfucker.
Hey, you
because
can
you
find
about
the
to
fourth.
get
We
your
can do a
ass.
good
But-
old. We could do a good old 4-on-4 elimination match. Good old Survivor Series. A good
I
old
mean,
summer.
Although I think the fourth guy might be a good opponent for your third man.
Wait,
in a
fourth guy
in a
for your third
one-on-one.
man, you heard?
Listen, whatever they try to do, because last year they had the show in blocks. So we gotta be there around like 9:30, 10 a.m. But the actual event start at 12, and it goes from
And
to
where's
like
this
7 or when what I'm saying? For when I guess when the wrestling gets done.
This is in DC.
So they have it in
So you
blocks.
just book a hotel.
They have,
get in
so
DC.
they're gonna have time to to stretch shit.
Yeah.
It's in
do
DC,
shit.
right?
Yes.
Huh?
All right, so yo, Richie, thanks for coming on, dog. We appreciate you. We gotta
Let me
get ready to
finish.
cut our show because it's 12:28 already. So, guys, this has been Turnbuckle.
Listen, go follow those guys on Instagram, Facebook. Follow what they're doing. I personally loved working them. I had a blast. I know they did as well. It was something that was special, and hopefully we can again in July make that happen. But it's been a fun episode. We appreciate you, bro. We'll have you and
sorry
maybe
that
next
Rob
time
didn't show up.
we'll set it
Tell
up
him
next
to go
time to
fuck
where
himself.
we can have all 3 of you guys on at once.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We'll set that up to have the 3 of you back.
I appreciate you guys. Much love. Thank you for having me.
So on that note, guys, it's been another
We
fun day
appreciate
Sunday.
you, bro.
Thank you.
Turnbuckle Stogies Pod.
Absolutely.
Your host, the Big
Anytime.
Dog, the Vanilla Gorilla, and this has been Turnbuckles and Stogies Pod. Check us out on Amazon, Roku, and all streaming networks. Yo, we out. Have another day. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans